Hello, passionate Celtic FC fans. This is Celtic Central News, your exclusive source for Celtic updates. Before we kick off, we appreciate the incredible support. If you love Celtic, subscribe now, hit like, and let's build this community together. Now, onto the latest news. A warm welcome to new subscribers. Your support is crucial. Hail, hail. Word on the street, folks, is that Jose Mourinho's been talking up the Celtic again. And it's got the whole of Glasgow buzzing like a Saturday night before an old firm. The man himself, the special one, nay stranger to European glory, said in a recent chat that Celtic are a proper giant of the game and serious contenders for silverware this season. You can almost hear the Parkhead faithful roaring in approval. It's nay just flattery, though. Mourinho's been around, seen it all, managed in the toughest leagues, and for him to single out the hoops like that, that's no small compliment. Folk are wondering if he's just being polite or if he truly sees something special brewing under Brendan Rodgers. Maybe he's seen the fight, the hunger, the rhythm that's making Celtic tick again. There's talk that even down south, pundits are taking notice of the energy, the discipline, the flow of play that's reminiscent of classic Celtic sides. It's no just about tactics, it's about heart, and Mourinho seems to sense that pulse. For fans who've stood through rough patches, these words hit deep, validation from one of the game's greatest minds. Mourinho's admiration didn't stop at casual remarks, oh no. He went on about how Celtic's squad shows a blend of raw energy and mature game intelligence, something he says is rare in modern football. He compared their structure to some of his own great teams, solid at the back, sharp in transition, and ruthless when it matters most. Coming from a man obsessed with discipline and organization, that's high praise indeed. He mentioned players stepping up, saying there's a mentality shift, a belief that seep in through the dressing room. We've all seen it. Those European nights when Celtic look fearless, when Parkhead feels like a cauldron of green and white thunder. Mourinho's words seem to echo that energy, almost like he's been captivated by the magic of it all. He even hinted that Celtic's fan culture, that unwavering roar, could be their secret weapon, the 12th man that turns good sides into legendary ones. Some might call it flattery, but if you've heard Mourinho talk football, you can he does no waste words. What's fascinating about Mourinho's take is how he framed Celtic's journey, no as an underdog story, but as a return to form for a sleeping giant. He reminded everyone that football's about cycles, and right now, he reckons Celtic are rising in theirs. It's a bold statement, but when you look at the stats, the performances, the leadership on the pitch, maybe the man's onto something. Celtic aren't just winning, they're playing with swagger, that bit of arrogance great teams have when they know they can dominate. Mourinho spoke about mindset, saying the great clubs of Europe all share one thing, conviction, and he feels that same conviction pulsing through Celtic Park these days. It's nay about budget or fame, he said, but belief and structure. There's something poetic in how he put it, like he's seeing Celtic no just as a Scottish powerhouse, but as a European force waiting to roar again. Fans have started wondering if this means more attention, more respect, maybe even a touch of fear from rivals who've dismissed them for too long. Behind Mourinho's calm analysis, though, lies something deeper, a respect forged from shared understanding. The man's been in stadiums that shake under passion, and when he talks about Celtic Park, he talks like he's felt that tremor himself. There's a spirit there you can't coach, he said, and those words landed like a song to the faithful. You can train tactics, you can plan formations, but you can't manufacture the soul of a club. Mourinho knows that, and he's maybe hinting that Celtic's greatest strength isn't on the whiteboard but in the stands, in the roar, in the belief that fills every inch of the ground. His compliments might sound tactical, but they're layered with emotion. Maybe he remembers the Lisbon Lions. Maybe he remembers what it means when a club carries the pride of a people. Whatever it is, the respect is genuine. It's rare to see Mourinho this sentimental, and that's why it's hit the headlines. Because when the special one gets emotional, you know he truly means it. Still, the rumor mill's churning faster than ever. Some folk are whispering that Mourinho might have more than admiration in mind. Maybe he's eyeing a future in Scotland. Maybe he's teasing something. It sounds wild, but this is football, where dreams and madness dance hand in hand. Could you imagine him in the dugout at Parkhead? The tactical genius meeting the Celtic spirit, it'd be a spectacle. But even if it's just admiration, it shows how far the club's come in global recognition. When a man of Mourinho's caliber speaks about your team with such reverence, people listen. His words travel. They shape perceptions. They light fires in players' hearts. It's like he's reminding everyone that Scottish football still breathes fire, still holds stories that the world can't ignore. And at the center of that storm stands Celtic, proud, fierce, and now, according to Mourinho, ready for greatness once again. Mourinho's analysis even went technical as he broke down Celtic's adaptability on the pitch. He praised how they switch tempo, how they counter with intelligence rather than chaos, and how their midfield balance allows them to absorb pressure then explode forward. It's classic Mourinho talk, all about structure, precision, and purpose. He highlighted a few players he sees as leaders in disguise, calling them the spine of the new Celtic, a phrase that's already caught on among fans online. Folk are dissecting every word, wondering who he meant. Calmac? Carter Vickers? Maybe the new lads showing grit and confidence. Regardless, Mourinho's commentary adds legitimacy to what fans have been feeling all season. That this isn't just another good run, it's a genuine resurgence. His tone wasn't patronising. It was analytical, admirant, and almost prophetic. It's no exaggeration to say that the man who once conquered Europe now sounds like he believes Celtic could follow in those footsteps. And when Mourinho believes in you, the football world takes notice. Now here's where it gets juicy, lads. Mourinho didn't just drop compliments and walk away. Reports are swirling that he's been in touch with a few familiar faces up north, maybe exchanging thoughts about the Scottish game's evolution. Some say he's fascinated by how Celtic's blend of tradition and modernity keeps them relevant in a football landscape that changes faster than the Glasgow weather. He's talking about culture, community, and connection, things that most top-level clubs have long lost. The whispers suggest that he sees in Celtic a kind of purity, a football soul that reminds him why he fell in love with the sport in the first place. Imagine that, the man who's managed Real Madrid and Chelsea, saying that Celtic embodies what football's meant to be. It's not just nostalgia, it's recognition. He's drawing parallels between the greats and the green and white, saying the foundation's there for a new era. It's the sort of talk that gets fans dreaming, and let's be honest, Celtic supporters ken exactly how to dream big when someone dares to believe in them. The talk online's been wild. Forums, podcasts, fan pages, all echoing Mourinho's words. Some fans say it's the boost the team needed, others think it's a setup for something bigger. But either way, the buzz is real. Mourinho's respect carries weight, especially in a football world where Scottish clubs are often undervalued by the global media. For him to say Celtic are contenders isn't just a compliment, it's a statement. It forces folk outside Scotland to take notice, to pay attention to what's happening at Paradise. And even the rivals across the city have had to grit their teeth at the praise. Mourinho's timing couldn't be better either. The league's heating up, Europe's on the horizon, and Celtic's momentum's building like a runaway train. Whether it's psychological warfare or pure admiration, the Special One's endorsement adds an aura of invincibility. The Hoops are already playing with belief, but now they've got the words of a legend echoing behind them, and that's a dangerous combination for any opponent. Behind the charm of Mourinho's praise lies something strategic too. The man's always playing chess while others play checkers. Some pundits reckon he's using this admiration as a way to align himself with the Celtic philosophy, structure, unity, and pride. Maybe he's admiring Rodgers' work from afar, recognizing the similarities in discipline and mentality. Mourinho's a man who respects power built on culture, and that's what Celtic represent. The fans, the songs, the banners, they're not just decoration, they're identity. You can't buy that. Mourinho's always been drawn to clubs with strong identities, and Celtic might just be ticking every box for him. It's no far-fetched to think he sees something eternal there, something he could relate to. Maybe it's admiration, maybe it's envy, maybe it's inspiration. Either way, it's got the football world talking, and that's something Celtic fans have been craving, acknowledgement from the elite. The kind that says, we see you. You belong up here. If you've followed Mourinho over the years, you can he's not the type to hand out empty compliments. Every word's calculated, but also deeply emotional when it comes to clubs that stir something in him. And that's what makes his comments about Celtic so intriguing. There's sincerity in his tone, a wee glimmer in his eye when he talks about atmosphere, tradition, and history. He said, "When Celtic play, there's a rhythm that feels eternal." And that line alone's been plastered all over fan accounts and newspapers. You can feel the pride in those words, the acknowledgement that Celtic's not just another football club, it's an experience. Mourinho's been in every great arena, yet he speaks of Celtic Park like it's one of a kind, which, truth be told, it is. That's what makes this whole thing feel bigger than football. It's about emotion, legacy, and the spirit that keeps the beautiful game alive long after the final whistle. Some analysts say Mourinho's words could be a turning point for how European media views Scottish football altogether. For years, it's been dismissed as a smaller stage, but when a manager of his stature points to Celtic as a contender, it changes perception. Sponsors listen, scouts look closer, broadcasters pay attention. It's like Celtic's brand just gained a new shine, no from marketing, but from pure respect. The Special One's approval carries that kind of power, and the fans are loving it. The songs in the stands have taken on a new swagger, the players are feed in off the confidence, and the narrative's shifting. Suddenly, it's no just about winning titles in Scotland. It's about challenging Europe again, about bringing back the days when the green and white hoops struck fear across the continent. Mourinho might not be wearing the badge, but his words are fuel. And right now, Celtic look like a side ready to burn bright. Before we proceed, subscribe to our channel and enable notifications to receive all exclusive news about Celtic FC. Don't miss any details about your favorite team. It's extremely important for Celtic FC fans. And maybe, just maybe, this is how stories of destiny begin. A legendary coach speaking admiration, a proud club hearing its name whispered with reverence, and a fanbase united by belief. Mourinho's words might fade from the headlines, but the echo will linger in the dressing room, in the terraces, in every chant that rises through the cold Scottish air. It's a reminder that greatness recognizes greatness, and that sometimes, all it takes is one voice to reignite a legend. Whether he ever steps foot in Parkhead again or not, Jose Mourinho's name will now be tied to Celtic in a way that feels almost poetic. The Special One and the boys sounds like a story still being written, doesn't it? Aye. And if Celtic keep playing the way they are, maybe one day we'll look back on these rumors, these whispers, and say, that's where the next great chapter began. It's funny how football works. One moment, you're fighting for every inch on a cold Tuesday night. The next, you've got Jose Mourinho talking about your club like it's poetry in motion. That's the beauty of Celtic. They've got that timeless draw, that charm that pulls even the biggest names into their orbit. You can see it in the eyes of players who come to Parkhead for the first time. They feel the weight of history, the songs, the emotion that shakes the stands. Mourinho's praise has only amplified that aura. Some folks say it's just words, but nah, it's more than that. Words carry power in football, especially when they come from a man who's lifted the Champions League trophy. It gives Celtic a global spotlight, a sense that they're not just playing for domestic glory but for the story, the legacy that keeps building. And right now, with Europe watching, that story's taking shape again. There's something in the air around Glasgow, belief, energy, destiny, and if Mourinho's words have added even a spark to that flame, then this season might be remembered for more than just trophies. Still, what makes all of this truly special is the reaction from the supporters themselves. You walk through Glasgow these days and hear Mourinho's name spoken with a grin, almost disbelief, as if the Special One's become an honorary Celt. The pubs are buzzing, the songs are louder, and there's a sense of pride running through every conversation. The fans feel seen, respected, validated on the world stage. And that's priceless. For years, they've fought the stigma that Scottish football's a small pond. But now, Mourinho's made it clear that Celtic's not just a big fish. They're a shark among minnows. It's fired up the players too. You can see it in the way they press, the way they fight for every ball. They're playing like a team possessed, carrying the weight of those words with pride. Mourinho might have just spoken his mind, but he's lit a fuse in Celtic's soul. And if the green and white army keep marching with this kind of passion, then this could be the start of something unforgettable. Hello, fan. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, as it means a lot to Celtic FC. Also, share your opinion about the news in the comments below. See you in the next video.